God bless you, women and men of God. Today, we will be talking about the comparison game. If this is your first time here, my name is Rosa. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have a friend or a family member that doesn't speak English but you would like to share this content with them in Spanish, send them to our channel, La Mujer de Dios. The link will be in the description below. So let's end this comparison game. In a time like this, in this time or generation in which we are living in, it is so common to hear people expressing their feelings of depression, sadness, unhappiness, feelings of failure, and all other emotional and mental imbalances. And for the most part, we can attribute at least an 80% of these cases to starting in one thing and one thing alone. And it is the game of comparison. And you would say, how is this possible? How just comparing myself with somebody can do so much harm? When somebody grabs their phone and they open up their apps in their social media, they open up Facebook, they open up Instagram, they open up Twitter, they open up Snapchat, and any other social media platform, immediately they are bombarded with things like this. You begin to see the brand new Tesla that John bought, and immediately followed by the beautiful house Mary just got. And you can't avoid to notice the epic vacations of the Jones, followed by the excellent new job Carlos has. And how in the world does Jennifer Lopez still has a perfect body and this meets perfect marriage? Who doesn't get depressed? And you begin to ponder on your piece of trash car on your driveway, your small little house falling in pieces, and the fact that your husband doesn't take you on vacation, not even to the motel in the corner. And the fact that you have a mediocre job that doesn't pay you enough to withstand your living. How fat I am and the disasters going on in my marriage. Anybody would get depressed comparing things like that. Comparison is the act and the result of comparing. It is simply an evaluation to establish the similarities and the differences between different things. We certainly live surrounded by opportunities to compare ourselves. We compare ourselves to our family members. We compare ourselves to our co-workers, to our fellow students. We compare ourselves with the people that we worship with. We compare ourselves with our neighbors. We compare ourselves with our friends from 10 years ago that we see on social media. We have so many opportunities to compare ourselves with others. But my dear friend, comparison leads to envy. And what exactly is envy? It is the feeling of regret or suspicion for the good of others, or for believing that others enjoy greater esteem and consideration, that others enjoy a better life than you do. And comparison also leads to jealousy. And jealousy is a type of envy of the triumphs and the success of other people. As Christians, we should not be like this. We should be happy for the gains, for the triumphs, for the success of the people around us. We should be happy with our neighbors. We should be happy with our family members. We should be happy with our friends. And how can we avoid falling into this comparison game? Well, the first thing we need to think about is everything that you see in other people is not necessarily the complete picture. When people post on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and you scroll on your social media, you don't see the entire picture of their lives. They show you the good stuff. Most of the people share their victories and hide their shortcomings and their failures. And I'm not encouraging you to begin outpouring your entire life on Facebook or your social media, telling everybody the bad things about your life, because you need to guard the emotional well-being of your family members and yourself. You do not need to put all your life out there, but you do need to realize that what you're seeing in other people is not the entire truth of their lives. We normally think that they live this beautiful, epic lives because they are achieving so many things or they are doing so great things. But I can assure you, they also have bad things going on. Their children throw tantrums in the mornings. They do have an occasional argument with their husband. Things do go south sometimes. Sometimes their bank account doesn't have as much money as they would want to. What you see is not necessarily what it is. And we must be wise to keep that in the forefront of our lives. To understand that we cannot live a life trying to imitate what we see in other people, because it may not be attainable. Because our circumstances are not the same circumstances as their circumstances. Their moment of life, their season of life may not be our season of life. And we need to learn to be thankful for where we are right now in our lives, and understand that just as we have bad days, we also have good days and good things that we show to the world, that other people may look like our lives are perfect also. We need to understand that comparing is not healthy to anybody. The Bible says in James chapter 2 verse 4, you lost and you have not. You kill and burn with envy and cannot achieve. You fight and fight, but you don't have what you want because you do not ask. And I would like to read this verse in the New Living Translation so that you get a better understanding of what it says. They want what they don't have, so they plot and even kill to get it. They envy what others have, but cannot get it. So they fight and wage war on them to take it away. However, they don't have what they want because they don't ask God for it. The truth here is that if we really want something in our lives, whether it be physical or spiritual, we need to ask the Lord for it. We need to ask the one who has all the power, who is the owner of everything in this world, the only one that has the power to give it to us. We need to ask him for it, whether it be physical or spiritual or emotional. The Lord has the power to give us what we need. But we also need to understand he's not here to grant our every wish, but he's here to give the desires of our heart, as long as they fall in place with his purposes. This is the first video on a series of videos of thankfulness. Having a thankful heart for the Lord. Next week, we are coming with the secret to a happy life. So if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Ciao.